Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls beta. So, why did I get into the Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls beta? Don't ask me. I have no idea why. I know that they were inviting community members and then people who were pretty active with the game, but I don't know if I fall in either one of those categories. However, this is the Friends and Family beta, and it is really early access, so anything here, just keep in mind, is subject to change, and there also are some things missing, and there's placeholders going on and stuff like that. But I figured we'd start out a nice, good series of videos with this main menu. And as you guys well know, that I was really critical of Diablo 3 when it came out, and I was saying it even before it came out. I was critical of it because of the auction house. I always felt the auction house really killed the value of getting loot within the game, especially new loot, because why would you bother getting new loot when you could just go buy it off the auction house, right? Well, if you didn't know, and if you've been not keeping up with any Diablo news, they got rid of the auction house. It's currently unavailable, but it's actually gone out of Reaper of Souls. Just boom, just gone, which is nice. They added a thing called Loot 2.0, which changes the way the loot is actually produced in the game, which is a lot better. You get more useful items, and getting loot actually feels a bit more rewarding. And we'll show you that when we actually get into that stuff. But there's a few things here on the menu that I wanted to mention before we do any gameplay stuff or any gameplay videos. The first is that the Crusader is in. So I have been playing a Crusader. I actually live streamed for like 5 hours tonight, so my throat's a little raspy, and I will be live streaming throughout the week with this. But let's go to my monk so you can see. There's a couple different kind of game settings here. So there's the campaign. This is your basic campaign that you've been playing in Diablo 3 since it came out, right? But they added adventure mode. So adventure mode is basically a thing that pretty much randomizes the world, and we'll talk about this in a future video, but it makes it so grinding is a lot more fun, and it actually makes leveling up a new character a lot better because you have different things you could do. It randomizes the scenery with the different I guess monster types, and then it also randomizes some of the bosses there too, so you can have a lot of fun just screwing around in that. However, the campaign is available if you just want to normally play through it, and there's a new Act 5 in the game, which is also very cool. They changed the difficulty settings here. So as you can tell, let me actually show you what I mean. Let's switch to a different character because it would be more obvious, right? So let's switch to, say, the Crusader. So we're going to go to game settings here. You have, the adventure mode or the campaign. Say I wanted to do campaign. You can actually select the highest difficulty on this. So you don't have to actually beat the game on that character in order to get to the higher difficulties. You could just kind of go right in. So if you are leveling up and you have a ton of legendaries and the game is just too easy for you, you can actually go up 1 or 2 difficulties if that was something that you wanted to do, and you get extra XP and stuff for that. As you can see, 75% extra gold XP, 100% bounties awarded double currency, which is really nice. You get a lot more money from it, basically. And new legendary recipes can drop out of Master, and there's Torment, which I haven't done yet because I haven't gotten to 70 yet on one of my characters. Look, the beta literally just went up today. So that's campaign, right? The other thing is adventure. Now, adventure is, like I said, the randomized thing, but you can also do the same thing with the difficulties here. So as long as you get one character to the levels that it requires, like this one says 70, then I would be able to unlock it on all of my characters. Very cool change there. Then you can select between private and public here. You can save and close, and it'll save the settings. So there's that. The other thing here that was worth noting is there are now clans, as the epic music starts perfectly timed. So I'm obviously the only one in OSW that's in the beta right now, so I created the OSWguild here, but you can see your roster, you can click on characters, and it'll actually list your roster down here and the characters and what they look like, which is important. We'll talk about that in a future video. You can see whether it's hardcore or not, because you can have hardcore or non-hardcore in an clan. I've been playing too much Planetside. And there's a ton of other stuff here for settings, like how you can... It's basically guild settings in any MMO that you've played. It's just like stuff like that. You can create new posts, so you can do like a message of the day. You can add information over here, which is really cool. And it's just a lot of cool stuff. You get this tag, so when you're playing in public games, you have this OSW tag, or whatever tag you want it as, and it's just really cool. There's, like I said, there's a lot of cool options, and I'm really excited for the fact that there are clans in the game now. I think it helps promote that community, because without the auction house now, you're obviously going to rely on community members, either the people you know or people you don't know, to be trading items if that's what you want to do. So that helps out that whole situation quite a bit. It's really nice. So let me just quickly show you a glimpse of, let me go back to my monk, a glimpse of Act 5. They kept the game fairly similar to what it was before. The combat still feels really good, but the loot feels better, and everything about the game is just better. It's darker. As you can tell, like, this is more Diablo 2 settings here than it is, Diablo 3. It's like I said, it's darker. It's just better in the way that the story is told and the aesthetic of everything that you come across within the story, which I like. And there's new stuff like this artisan that we'll talk about, but she can transmogrify gear, which is why my monk looks freaking awesome, even though it's wearing pretty dumb-looking gear. They changed a lot of the interface stuff here that we'll talk about in future videos, especially with the artisans and how you level them up with these scholarly writings and stuff like that. And the Paragon system is now changed and has additional points, so you can actually spend points on this stuff. So it's pretty cool. And as they talk under me, that's a perfect time to wrap up this video. This is just kind of we're going to be doing a lot of things with Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, specifically because I gave the first game a lot of flack, and this game literally fixes all of the problems I had with it. It makes it so good. So I'm really looking forward to being able to share this with you guys and being able to play with you guys when you get invited into beta. Make sure you go sign up for the opt-in and all that fun stuff. However, on that note, I think we're going to end this video here, and we'll talk about transmogrification and a ton of other cool stuff like the Crusader in future videos. We shall see you guys next time.